Somebody want to go first?
To the allegations that are detailed in the Globe, and do you think the Senate President ought to step down?
Well, I read the story about an hour ago, and I'm frankly, I'm appalled by the allegations. They're disturbing, they're distressing, and I really felt for the people when I read the story who came forward. And I think it's really important for the Senate, as soon as possible, to conduct a thorough investigation of these allegations.
Do you think the Senate President should take a legal absence or step down?
I think the decision about, first of all, I think the Senate needs to start an investigation, and they need to start one pronto. I think the decision about whether the Senate President steps down during that investigation should be decided by the Senate and by the Senate President. Remember, these are allegations. They're incredibly disturbing and depressing, and as I said, I have my heart sank for the people associated with them in that story.
Last question.
Well, certainly based on the allegations, there's a question about that firewall, and I think that's exactly the sort of thing that the Senate should pursue and should pursue immediately, because that is, in some respects, a major element of the story.
Thanks, everybody.
Who should do the investigation? Who should conduct it?
I think that's up to the Senate. I mean, the Senate could choose to have their ethics committee do it. They could also choose to bring in a third party from the outside. But I do think they need to be crystal clear with the people who are involved in this that they can speak about their concerns and raise the issues that are raised in that story without worrying about consequences. Because it was very clear reading that story that some of those folks were very concerned about the consequences associated with coming forward. And I think it's incumbent on the Senate to put together a plan that provides those people with comfort and security that they can speak specifically about their allegations without worrying about retribution. And I do have another thing I got to go to, and I just read this. So
Thank you very much.
I really got to go.
Governor, how troubling can it be to hear that, in fact, you have some active involvement in the business of the Senate?
Well, as I said, that part needs to be a part of the investigation as well. I mean, look, there should be no place. We should have a zero tolerance policy with respect to sexual harassment and sexual assault, period, and especially in the workplace. When the original story broke on this several weeks ago, I sent a memo out to everybody who worked in the executive branch, reminded them about who the person they should talk to in their own operations was, set up a 1-800 number people could call if they had concerns. But we should have a zero tolerance policy for this stuff. No, I literally just finished reading the story and came out here to talk to you all. I really do have several events I need to go to. I think the Senate needs to do their homework here. And I think that investigation is one that should be led by and sponsored by the members of the Senate.
Do you have confidence in the Senate President?
I've worked with him for 3 years. I've known him for 25 years. These are disturbing allegations. They deserve to be reviewed, and they deserve to be heard, period. Thank you.